Hey, thanks for joining me as we continue to dive a little bit deeper here each week digitally into some of the concepts and conversations and questions that we are engaging on a Sunday morning. Here we're trying to take it a little bit deeper, to ask maybe some more questions, to reflect on the conversation, or to provide different nuances or insights to what we are talking about. This Sunday, Scott talked about the question of what is my purpose? Now, I think for a lot of us, that is a question that haunts us. Maybe it's for one of two reasons. I think for some of us, this question haunts us because we know where we're going, but there are things that get in the way. There are things that distract us. There are things, maybe even that muddy up the path to get to our final destination. But then there are us as well who don't know where we're going. And so it feels like we are just moving from little thing to little thing, not knowing that ultimate end result. It's a question I think that many of us struggle with. And in talking about this, Scott dove into the story of Israel wandering in the wilderness. Now, I've always been intrigued by the linguistic similarities between the terms wander and wonder. These two words that only are distinct and diverge linguistically through one character. Seemingly, they also have this interesting and intriguing connection, and oftentimes they may be even enacted together or have very similar outcomes. Let me show you what I mean by that. The term wander oftentimes speaks to this idea of leisurely or casually walking, to be moving about, to meander, if you will. There's a sense of trial and error that comes with this term. There's an idea also of not knowing where we were ultimately going to end up. Or maybe we do know where we're going to end up, but we don't necessarily know the path that's going to take us there. There's exploration. There is unrealized discovery in wander. And wonder holds some very similar concepts. It speaks to a sense or feeling of surprise or even admiration. To wonder often leads to a reshaping or a reframing or even a recapitulation of how we understand or how we view whatever the subject is that we're wondering about. There is space that is allowed. There is a sense of curiosity, and there's questions oftentimes when we wonder. Many times these questions too are unresolved, maybe even unanswered, because we're wondering about whatever it is. But ultimately, there is also a sense of exploration and a sense of unrealized discovery. These two words share this significant linguistic connection, but they also share similar meanings and similar outcomes while being approached from different angles or different perspectives. When we think about the question, what is my purpose? These two terms can help us through practical actions to clarifying either our path or our destination, or even both. However, these acts of wondering and wandering may not always give us the clarity that many of us long for, either long-term or even in the immediacy. But they are very helpful in unrealized discovery. Where am I going? What am I capable of? What is my purpose? Unrealized discovery regarding any of these questions will help you go in the right direction. It will lead you and guide you in the right direction. So today, as I wrap up, I would challenge you to consider the following questions. Where in your life do you need to wander? Where in your life do you need to wonder? And lastly, How can wandering and wondering in your life lead to unrealized discovery of your purpose? See you next week.